n8n is an open source workflow automation tool that allows anyone to build out automations between apps with a visual interface and with no code needed. n8n is essentially a self-hosted alternative to platforms like Make or Zapier, and today I'm going to share exactly how you can get started with n8n as a beginner. In particular, I'll focus on creating automations between Google Sheets and other popular apps. Alright, so with that quick note out the way, let's go ahead and dive into n8n. Okay, so to get started with n8n for free to build out your workflow, simply head over to your browser and type in n8n.io, or feel free to click on the link in the description below this video, and that's going to take you here. Then simply navigate over to Get Started for Free. Create a free account by answering a few questions, and then you'll be taken inside your n8n dashboard. I've already gone ahead and created a free account, so I'll meet you inside. And here we are inside a fresh n8n account. Now you get access to a 14-day free trial to see if n8n workflows work for your business. Let's go ahead and create a new workflow. Now, for the purpose of today's tutorial, I'm going to share how you can create a form and connect that form to Google Sheets. This will be a simple beginner's workflow to show you how nodes and automations work inside n8n. Following this, you'll be able to add additional apps so that you can build out your custom workflows. Okay, so let's get started. So before we connect Google Sheets, we want to add our first node. Navigate over to Add First Step, and let's go ahead and select On Form Submission. So this is a node that allows us to build a form inside n8n, allowing us to capture data from this form. So this is our first trigger. Okay, so let's add a form title. This is going to be called New Projects. So I want to capture new projects with this form. So I'm going to add that to the form description. Let's start a new project together. Now we want to add form fields. These are called elements inside n8n. Come down, add your first element. So what submission data do you want to collect? Now I've created a Google Sheet file that I want to connect to this form. So let's take a look at the different fields inside the Google Sheet in terms of the data that I want to collect with this form. Okay, so let's jump over to my Google Sheets file, and you can see we have this New Projects Google Sheets file. We want to collect the client's name, project name, email, start date, and project description. Pretty simple, but these are the project details that we want to capture. Okay, so let's jump back into n8n and add those form fields. Client name, we can add the element type. At the moment we have the text type. Depending on the data validation, we can add a drop-down, email, file, as well as all these other different element types. Okay, so I'm happy with this text type. We can also add a placeholder. I'm going to leave that for now and add required field. Now let's add our other form elements. Navigate down. We also have project name. Again, this is a text element. I'm not going to add a placeholder. And again, I'm going to turn this on as a required field. And we need to add a few more form elements. So again, add all the form fields that you want to add to your n8n form. This is the data that you're going to collect when a user fills out your form and submits that form. I want to collect the email. Now down under element type, I'm going to add email. And again, we can add a placeholder if we like. Again, I'm going to leave that for now. And then down here, I'm going to add start date and then select element type and locate the date picker here. This will not be a required field. And then I just need to add one more form element. And this final form field that I want to add is the project description. I'm happy with text as the element type. And let's go ahead and add a placeholder. Please describe your project. And this will be required. Then once you've added all your form fields, respond when form is submitted. I'm happy with that for now. And let's go ahead and test out this form. Let's test out this node. Navigate up to execute step. And let's fill out this test form. Add the project name and then email. And this is just a test email. Let's add a project start date. You can see we have this date picker, and let's add an example project description. We need our website redesigned. Please help. Okay, let's come down and click on submit. And as you can see, your response has been recorded. Let's jump back into n8n, and you can see that executed successfully. We have a green tick, and you can see the data output along here. Let's go ahead and pin this. This means we can use this data for future test executions. Now you can see we have our data in a table submission, a table result, as well as schema, and you can see the data here as well as JSON. Let's click on table again. Okay, so we've set up the first step of our workflow. Let's jump back into our canvas, and you can see our trigger over here, our on form submission. So we've created a form inside of n8n. Now we want to send that form data to a Google Sheets template. To do that, let's navigate over to this plus icon, and here we can search for specific nodes. We're just creating a simple workflow for the purpose of today's tutorial. So let's search for Google Sheets. Here we have the Google Sheets node. And these are the different actions that we can select. For us, we want to append row in sheet. Essentially, we want to add a new row with the form data inside our Google Sheet. Simply click here and then navigate up to credential to connect with. And we need to create a new credential. Click on create new credential and that's going to take you here. Hey guys, just quickly before we get back to this video, I just want to mention my Sheetify CRM, an all-in-one business toolkit and CRM built with Google Sheets and designed for Google users. You can simply manage leads, customers, tasks, engage in email marketing, manage your inventory, tickets, and more. The great part is I've made this Sheetify CRM a one-time payment, no subscriptions, unlimited access, and future updates. If you're interested in learning more, you can find the link to my Sheetify CRM down below in the description. Okay, so with that covered, let's go ahead and get back to this video. Then click on Sign in with Google, and that's it. Then simply close out of this. Then navigate over to Google Sheets account. We've got the correct account selected. Then navigate down to Source. Make sure we have Sheet within a document, Operation, Append row. I'm happy with this action. Create a new row in a sheet. Then choose the document. Here is the Google Sheets document that I want to connect. Select the sheet. I only have one sheet, which is New Projects. Now we can choose to map each column manually, or we can select Map Automatically. We want to make sure that the correct columns are connected, so we're going to map the columns manually. These are our 5 columns, so we need to map these with our different form fields. Navigate over to Client Name, and here we simply need to drag the input field from the left over here. So Client Name, drag this, place that here, and you can see you just mapped some data. I'm happy with that. Again, project name, you can see how easy this is to map your specific data between apps. Then we have email, drag this, as well as start date, drag that, click out of here, and finally project description, grab project description, and add that in here. Okay, just like that, we've mapped the form fields with our Google Sheets columns. Okay, let's navigate down, and once you've set up all your fields, simply click on Execute Step. As you can see, node executed successfully, and you can see that data over here. However, what we want to do to see if that connection worked correctly is we want to jump inside our connected Google Sheets template. Okay, so let's jump over to our Google Sheets file that we connected, and you can see that data has been successfully added when a form is submitted. So as you can see, we've just set up a simple workflow inside of n8n with Google Sheets. Let's jump back into our n8n canvas, our n8n workflow. Simply jump over to back to canvas, and you can see down here we have our form that we created inside of n8n. This is the workflow trigger. Once a form is submitted, that data is sent over to Google Sheets and a new row is added. Now, if we want to continue building out this workflow, all we need to do is click here or navigate up to this plus icon, and we can add another app, action in a app. We can also add a filter or add a flow, a branch. We can merge. We can also add a loop. For example, let's type in Slack and let's add this node, and we could connect a Slack channel or connect any of these different actions. Maybe on a form submission, we want to notify our team inside a specific channel. For example, we can hit send a message, then we just need to navigate through the process of creating that connection with Slack. Okay, let's jump out of this. And for example, we can add this node down here and simply add the connection by navigating up here and dragging the connection to Slack. And again, we just need to set up Slack correctly. Or maybe we want to send an email, a confirmation email, to the individual that submitted the form. Then all we need to do is click here, locate Gmail, if this is the email service that we use, select the action, send a message, and again we just need to set up the connection in terms of connecting our Gmail account and adding the email information. For example, this would be the client email, and then we would just add the email subject as well as the email type and the confirmation email or the welcome email. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, let's navigate back. We can also navigate down and we can zoom in as well as zoom out, or you can scroll using your mouse or touchpad. To save your workflow, simply click on Save, and then to enable your workflow, simply click on Enable to activate your workflow. Now to get the form link, we can click here and then click on Production URL, and this is the form URL that we want to copy and add to our different channels, maybe on our website, the different locations online, in order for you to capture those responses, those form submissions. Okay, let's navigate back to Canvas. And that is a brief introduction on how you can create simple workflows using n8n. This is an alternative automation and workflow solution over using relatively expensive tools like Make and Zapier. If you're interested in diving deeper into n8n and creating more complex workflows, I will add relevant tutorials down below to help you create more specific automations between your apps. And there we have it for this n8n tutorial for beginners. Now, if you have any questions about setting up automations and using n8n, make sure to pop those down below. And with that said, thank you so much for watching this video all the way through to the end. If you got value, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to this channel, and that way I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.